Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of 1990's Represent. We're wrapping up our third cycle in 1997 with a video game. In this episode, we're talking about Star Wars Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight. An amazing game. I remember downloading the demo to this. Took forever to download. I think it was like, I don't remember how many megabytes it was, like 50 megabytes. Maybe it was like 24. But we're talking about downloading that over a like 28.8 connection. So we're getting like 2 kilobits a second or something like that. Took forever to download, but it was an awesome demo. I played the heck out of the demo when they released it. I didn't get the game right away. I think I got the game like a year or two later. The full game, I should say. But it's just an amazing first-person shooter. It introduced the force powers and, of course, the lightsaber into the Dark Forces games. The first Dark Forces was fun. It was good. But it was pretty basic. You know, like kind of like very much like Doom or like maybe like Duke Nukem or something like that. Dark Forces 2 just expanded on the game in pretty much every possible way. You had, like multiple endings. You had cutscenes. You had, again, you could play like dark side or light side. You had the force. You had the lightsaber. Cool weapons. And, of course, just awesome music from John Williams. I have some notes here about the game. We're going to get through those. And then, of course, we'll do our gameplay like we always do on these videos. So let me just get my notes open here. So, Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight, first released October 9th, 1997. Like I said, huge improvement over the original game. This is, like, I think basically been reviewed as one of the greatest video games of all time. Like I said, the lightsaber is just so satisfying. I'm probably going to have to use a cheat code or two to get the lightsaber in the game early, because I don't think you get the lightsaber in the game until, like, the third level or something like that, or, like, the third mission. First mission takes place on Nar Shaddaa, which is just a really cool world. Kind of like I used to play the Star Wars pen and paper role-playing game, the Fantasy Flight one, and a lot of times when you are like doing like stuff in like the underworld, a lot of times like people always kind of think of Moss. So actually, Nar Shaddaa is actually like just like that, very seedy, just like crime and like just like cool like I don't say neutral level characters, but basically it's like a lot of like fringe kind of characters like on Nar Shaddaa. So Nar Shaddaa is a really cool world in the Star Wars universe. A few months later, in 1998, they released an expansion, Mysteries of the Sith. I don't know if that is. I have the game on Steam, and I think it includes that, but I don't know if it's something you have to run separately. But I should have that as well. Dark Forces, the original, was more of a 2.5D game. That's kind of more the style of, like I said, like Doom or like Wolfenstein to a much lesser extent, just because Wolfenstein is so early. But I think Duke Nukem 3D uses that, like the build system, which was like Duke Nukem and Shadow Warrior, games like that. But they actually built a 3D engine for this game. So it actually like used 3D accelerator, like 3D accelerators at the time were just starting to kind of come out. I didn't get a 3D card until like 1999, I don't think. Like I think it was like a 3DFX Voodoo 3 or something like that with like 16. It may have been like 16 megabytes of RAM. But 3D, this game did utilize 3D acceleration. Not a lot of games at the time like required it. That was kind of like a thing where like if you had a 3D card, it improved the game, but I don't think a lot of cards at the time actually required them. Like I said, when I played the demo, I don't think I had a 3D card. I think I maybe had like a 2 megabyte, maybe a 4 megabyte video card or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was. But let's see here. So we got that. Massive amount of Star Wars music in here by John Williams. Nothing new. It's just stuff that they've kind of taken out of the soundtracks for. I think in the thing I'm going to list, it was 1977, of course, for the original New Hope, 1980 for The Empire Strikes Back, 1983 for Return of the Jedi. And then I think there was like 1993, which I think was when they released the box set. I have the box set on CD somewhere. and it had a bunch of kind of like don't know if they were like unreleased, but there was stuff that was like I think they used them in the films, but they were like shortened or something like that because it was there was four discs in the box set, one for each movie, and then I think there was like one that was like extended and stuff that wasn't on like the main soundtracks for the other films. But I'm gonna just list off here the what do they call the songs that were used in uh, Jedi Knight. So basically, it just uses like some like snippets from it. It all fits very well because obviously, of course, just John Williams classics. But in Jedi Knight, you have the Imperial Attack, the Last Battle, the Empire Strikes Back title theme, the Emperor, Star Wars main titles, of course, the Princess Appears, the Land of the Sand People, the Return Home, the Inner City. That's referred to Mos Eisley, I believe. The Mouse Robot slash Blasting Off, Rescuing the Princess, Ben's Death and TIE Fighter Attack, Luke's, that's all, I think most of that stuff's New Hope. And then there is, I think once you get to that, you have Ben's Death, TIE Fighter Attack, like I said. Luke's Escape, I think is Empire Strikes Back, him escaping the thing. Yeah, Luke's Escape, Luke's Rescue, Imperial March, classic track right there. Battle in the Snow, one of my favorite Star Wars songs or Star Wars bits of music. Luke's First Crash, The Rebels Escape Again, The Asteroid Field, perfect track. I love the Asteroid Field. It's uses bits of the Imperial Assault, or not Imperial Assault, the Imperial March. But there's this like when I used to watch the Empire Strikes Back, I haven't watched it for a while, but I could basically tell where in the movie a scene was based on like this like that particular track. Like there's a part where like the music swells really loudly, and you know that's okay. That's like the Millennium Falcon flies between an asteroid, and then the TIE Fighter following gets crushed. Anyway, the Asteroid Field is great. Then there's the Magic Tree, City in the Clouds, Lando's Palace, The Duel, The Empire Strikes Back finale, Jedi main title, Han Solo returns, fight in the dungeon, Return of the Jedi, The Death of Yoda, The Emperor confronts Luke, Into the Trap, The Final Duel, Into the Death Star, Through the Flames, Heroic Ewok, The Fleet Goes into Hyperspace, A Hive of Villainy, Destruction of Alderaan, Drawing the Battle Lines and Leia's Instructions, Attack Position. I think these are the ones that are on like the third or the fourth disc that are kind of like not necessarily on the soundtrack, the original score. There's Attack Position, Crash Landing, Faking the Code, Carbon Freeze, Luke Pursues the Captives, Loosening the Hand, Return of the Jedi Alternate, Death Star / Stormtroopers, Wampa Speeders, and then there is Probe / Executor, Starfleet / Clouds, and Betrayal at Bespin. Those are just that's just a ton of music. I don't know if they included like the full tracks on the game or if it's just bits and pieces. But that's just a ton of music, and it's all some of the most iconic Star Wars music you can probably think of. But that's just a list of the music. We're now going to jump into the gameplay. Like I said, I'm probably going to fire it up, play a little bit, throw some cheat codes in there because I definitely want to mess around with the lightsaber and some of the other weapons. But like once you get the lightsaber, it's just basically like game over. You are just wanting to use that weapon the entire time because it's just so cool to use it. And they actually like made the lightsaber be like just a really compelling part of the game. Like they actually like basically like nailed the lightsaber mechanics on this. I think they definitely made them better in some of the sequels like Jedi Outcast and games like that. But this was the first one that actually had the lightsaber in it for the Dark Forces series. So we're going to turn the camera around and we're going to jump into our gameplay and we'll be right back with that. Alright, and we are now back in our Jedi Knight 2 game here. Let's go ahead and watch this intro. It's a classic. And then this game has some... It kind of doesn't age very well, the cutscenes, but I think for 1997 they were really good. And of course, some of the acting is, you know, like, not the best, but again, given the time period, I think the production value and production quality of the game is really quite top-notch, especially for the late 90s.
I hesitate. Strike me down.
In time, Ron. First, I need something from you.
Morgan Catan!
This dead man holds the valley's location. Very intriguing. I have no further use for you, old man.
Just check the sound settings here. Okay. Right down just a touch, so the music can get really loud. So start a new game here. So we're in Nar Shaddaa here. Almost feels like Coruscant from episode 2 at times. I gotta get my... Wrote down some cheat codes as well, so... For just to mess around so we can get all the weapons and maybe like invincibility, God mode, stuff like that.
I want you to remember, son, when you're at the academy, how very proud I am of you. What a fine young man you've become. I wish your mother were here to see it. But I know she watches over you and is proud. After she died, your welfare and upbringing were the only thing I truly cared about.
Touching. When someone desires information, they come to me.
Don't waste my time, 88. Tell me who killed my father.
Patience. He is a dark Jedi.
Jedi?
Dark Jedi. He is known as Jarek, and he has great plans for the rebirth of the Empire.
I'm not interested in petty political struggles.
Well, you should be. Without going into too much detail, Jarek has been quite generous in his offerings. Unfortunately, you don't factor into them. But I am not without a heart. Familiar, yes? I found it in your dead father's home. I can decipher any language or code known, but this one eludes me. It must be important. Tell me what it is, and these gentlemen won't have to indulge their darker side.
The dark side? I've been there. Do your worst.
Well, I suppose that concludes our business.
I'm not interested in leaving. I have some business to conclude with your friend, 88.
All right, and here we go.
Hey.
Get out of my bar. You always cause trouble.
Where is... Oh my god, alright. Alright, hold on, let's... Didn't want to shoot at that guy, actually. Oh. Alright, we got killed there. So now, let me actually check my codes. Put on our God code here. Alright, so here's our God code. Let's get all the weapons too. All weapons. And let's get some force powers. Alright, but now that we have all the weapons, it means we now have... Alright, there we are, lightsaber baby! Let's see what weapons we have. We have our fists. We have the pistol. The Stormtrooper rifle. Thermal detonators. Bowcaster. Assault rifle, I don't know exactly what it is, but that's supposed to be it. I think this is rocket launcher. What are those? Mines or charges of some kind.
What's happening?
But nothing beats the lightsaber. It's just the game did such a good job of implementing it into the game. But I do like that even when you had the lightsaber, it's still, the other weapons still work. Like, it doesn't make you just only ever use that. So they did a really good job of balancing out the lightsaber to the other weapons. And I think in the game, you don't actually get the lightsaber until like the 3rd level anyway. Wait, where are we supposed to go? Oh, here we are. Gotta love that you can deflect the shots as well. Yeah, still gotta go down here. Yeah, I guess I actually gotta jump that. So jump. Alright. Is there anything up here? Or is that just like a bonus area? Oh man, I fell again. Right, and there are the force powers. So let's see what we got here, because I think that's, yeah, force lightning. Alright, let's try that out. Oh! Almost fell off again. Was it Raccoon King? Right, I think that refilled my force powers. Hold on. That was Raccoon King, right? There we go. Oh, what? There's a gonk droid. What up, gonk droid? Oh. Get out of my way, man. And this is one of my favorite songs in the Star Wars trilogy. This is, I believe, the song that's playing when they're loading Han Solo in Carbonite into the Slave One. Like the rescue of Cloud City, all that stuff. Great music.
What's happening?
Where are they coming from? Alright, here's our cutscene.
Leaving so soon?
Oh, whenever I need to find you, you're always in some kind of trouble.
Jan, what a pleasant surprise!
What would you do without me, Kyle?
I'd be a content old man.
Somehow I don't see content or an old man. So much for the relaxing chat.
Jan, meet me at the top. I've got to get that disc.
Alright, so that is the first level of Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight. This is a classic Star Wars game. LucasArts was really kind of on top of their game, I think, like with some of the late 90s Star Wars stuff they were putting out. Especially this. Just great production values, obviously great music, great sound effects. They implement the lightsaber and the force powers very well. Just a ton of fun. I think it still holds up. Cool weapons as well. It's like the awesome, there goes to Hawk 290. I think it's the Moldy Crow. But just still a very fun game. It took some finagling to get it to work in OBS, but I think it turned out pretty well. I think that's going to do it for this video. We'll be back again in a few days, starting our next cycle in 1998. No idea exactly what we're going to cover in that cycle, because we've done a lot of 1998 already with the whole 1998 series, but I'm sure we'll come up with something. But we'll be back in a few days with that, so remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll be back again with that, so thanks again for watching. Take care and have a good one. Alright, see ya.